Yeah, you can sing along with this one too if you want. Something has changed within me. Something is not the same. I'm through with playing by the rules of someone else's game. Too late for second guessing. Too late to go back to sleep. It's time to trust my instincts. Close my eyes and leave. It's time to try defying gravity. I think I'll try defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. I'm through accepting limits, 'cause someone says they're so. Some things I cannot change, but till I try, I'll never know. Too long I've been afraid of losing love. I guess I've lost. Well, if that's love, it comes at much too high a cost. I'm sooner by defying gravity. Kiss me goodbye. I'm defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. Unlimited. My future is unlimited. And I just had a vision, almost like a prophecy. I know it sounds truly crazy. True, the vision's hazy, but I swear someday I'll be up in the sky, defying gravity, flying so high, defying gravity, and you can't pull me down. So if you can't find me, look to the western sky. As someone told me lately, everyone deserves a chance to fly. And if I'm flying solo, at least I'm flying free. To those who ground me, take a message back from me. Tell them how I am defying gravity. I'm flying high, defying gravity, and soon I'll match them in renown. Nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring me
And good afternoon, everybody. We are live this afternoon on a very, very cold Monday afternoon in Fort Worth, Texas. So thank you all for coming. And as you can see, everything has changed once again. I moved on Saturday morning, actually, and everything went according to plan. And here we are. This room's a little bigger than my old room. I'm aware that 58 degrees isn't cold, but that 20 this morning with a 5-degree wind chill sure as shit was. Out the cold. Oh. As he launches his head that way. ungrateful. Anyway, like I said, moved over the weekend. Here's Tobers. You know, I'm getting faster at this each time. However, Tobers, on the other hand, well, when I got the cat carrier and I started to put him in it, he emitted a decided meow, this shit again, meow. Poor baby. But he's adjusting. He's actually adjusting to the presence of the dog here as well. Um, he came for his lunch this afternoon and with no regard for the presence of the dog. So that's improving rather rapidly. The dog here is exceptionally well behaved, though. She likes to come in here and lay on the rug next to me all day while I work. So she already likes me a lot. And she's being really sweet to Tobers, just laying there quietly and letting him get used to her being around. So it seems to be working. And I'm interacting with the dog so Tobers will get used to me smelling like her. Hey, Beth Meadows. I have a zippered one. So, anyway, he likes this spot. He's like, look, everybody can see me here. Yeah, everybody can see you. Please, give me pets, give me worships. Yeah, mine is kind of like that, Savvy Bear. So, hey, Prester John. Hey, Jessica S. So, I'm going to start saying hi to chat. First up, we've got Savvy Bear, followed by Blues, AK Lady. Hey, AK Lady. I know why you're here, AK Lady. Hey, AJ, how are you, girl? Beth Meadows. Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at this. He wants an even close up. He wants to get closer. So, mhm. Yeah, I moved on Saturday, Prester John. We're doing good. He's just purring up a storm. He's a happy kitty right now. So, I actually waited until this morning to send an email to my now former Slumlord landlady. A couple of you people got a privileged preview of the drafts, but I'm going to read to you guys the final email that I sent to the woman this morning. I wanted to be sure I had a really clear head when I wrote this email. So I'm going to read it to you guys. It's a little long. Yes, the Tobers and Liz show. I see what you did there. Hey, Sugar Crits. So I didn't, start with any really salutations. I just started with this. Her name is Marie, so I address her by her first name a few times. You got too greedy, Marie. As of 10:45 a.m. Saturday morning, I have vacated the property permanently. I probably should have stayed in Dallas once I realized you lied to me about the room rate, including the fact that you offered to give me either room for the same rate. You took advantage of my being widowed to lure me in, telling me that you wanted to help me. But my car is not running that well, and I was very desperate to be home in time for Christmas. My heart sank when I realized that every mattress you had is an absolute piece of garbage and not fit for a small child to sleep on, much less an adult. I had to lay out money that I was not prepared to lay out just to get a decent night's sleep and not be in agony. I knew I had made a mistake when you showed up a week after I moved in and you told me about the pet deposit for the first time. Look carefully, Marie. It's not in any of our text message communication. I had already been living there a week when you sprung it on me. Unethical at the very least. But you weren't done. No, you had to show up unannounced, violating my right to privacy, disrupting my workday under the guise of doing laundry. There's a tenant right called quiet enjoyment, Marie. You violate that right each time you show up. I don't believe for 5 minutes that you don't have a working washer dryer available at home. No, ma'am. You come with a few garments to wash because you want to nose around and nitpick. Nitpick the porch light. Nitpick the washer and dryer. Nitpick the trash. I will not be instructed on how to throw away trash by a Category 5 hoarder, madam. You have 2 junkers on your property and a hodgepodge of hideous god-awful furniture. You are a hoarder. Uh-oh. Sending me text messages, threatening me with a higher monthly rate over an LED porch light. That text message you sent me about the porch light being on at 7:30 in the morning? You're a liar. I know that to be the case because I was already awake and had just checked the light myself. I made sure it was off before I went to sleep that night as well because of the way you had acted over it that day. You also don't have a brother across the street if I'm just guessing. Another lie. That is harassment in my book. Don't think I didn't notice that tacky business with the one light and every light fixture either. You're a slumlord, Marie. And then you set up that so-called room divider and presented it as a fit situation for a single woman. Even boasted about him moving in a man on the other side with an "oh well" when she expressed concern. Then you spitefully kept her things, her clothes. When you made it clear that you had no regard for her safety, it also made it clear that you had no regard for mine as well. So the decision was made to leave as soon as possible. But you still weren't done, Marie. Still weren't finished being greedy. I won't even address the $50 charge for the washer repair. What was next? Sticking me for the oven that was broken before I moved in? Or how about the left side of the kitchen sink that you can't even use? That's a drop in the bucket compared to what you wanted to do to me. Even before you visited me on January 2nd, I knew you were nothing but a mini pit. The law in the state of Texas states that a landlord must give 30 days notice on a month-to-month lease to propose a rent increase. You walked in on January 2nd, and not only did you want to impose a rent increase to the tune of an additional $200 a month, you also wanted to make it retroactive, not only for January, but for December as well. Just so you know, I have already informed the other lady, I won't name her here, of the law here. Just like you're not doing it to me, I won't allow you to do it to her as well. Even if what you proposed wasn't illegal, Marie, it was shady and unethical. It wouldn't hold up in court because you are bound by the law. The fact that you didn't make your calculations before I moved in and paid you is your problem and your fault, not mine. You're used to uneducated and ignorant tenants because of their income bracket. I think you thought I was just a stupid pothead, right? No, ma'am. That was your first mistake, thinking I was ignorant and uneducated. Did you think I have no other resources at my disposal? I might be widowed, but I am not unprotected in this world. And then when I called a halt to everything and informed you I was leaving, you realized that perhaps you had been too greedy. Sent me a message offering to only make an illegal rent increase for 1 month instead of 2. Ah, you're such a good, benevolent, fair little dictator, aren't you? And then you had to patronize me about the weed smoking. Guess what, Marie? You brought up weed being okay in the first place. I didn't bring it up. It's been okay in the other two places I've lived in the past year since leaving my apartment in May. It's okay where I'm at now, too, especially in a backyard with a sign that says the do be done. So the joke is on you because your lame attempt to make me feel like a junkie that needs their fix was also an epic fail, like you're continuing to nickel and dime me. You nickeled and dimed yourself right out of a tenant, Marie. Good, smart business practice. No wonder the last person left without a 30-day notice, which is why you deserve what I'm going to do to you. I'm going to see what can be done to make sure you don't exploit anyone else for their circumstances in life. You're an unpleasant and toxic woman. Your own son can't even stand your personality and had to get away from you when he was at the house last week. You're a micromanager and just downright nosy. People do not have to come to people like you. There are beautifully renovated older homes with rooms bigger than the one you offered me for $800 a month with internet included and no additional utility costs. The landlord also maintains all equipment on the property, including the washer dryer. You aren't offering comparable accommodations, ma'am. You are offering an absolute dump and charging what landlords charge for much nicer properties. I gave my husband to the Lord. I've given my son to his grandparents for a while. I've given up all of my worldly possessions, but I won't allow a lying, shady scumbag of a slumlord to steal my autonomy and keep me too broke to move. What was it that you told Grace? Do not attempt to contact me again or I will block you? Yep, that. I have already blocked you on my phone and email. Any contact you have made with me will also be used against you when I report you. I have your information and I will be sharing it. Fuck around and find out, bitch. Elizabeth King. Sorry, Blues, I did not call her the C word. But I did tell her, fuck around and find out, bitch. Yeah, well, I said I was going to send her a very scathing message, and I realized that I had too much to say to her to do it any way other than over email. So that's what I did. I sent her an email. Too bad. So sad. So, what we're going to do is I'm going to drop a link because Liz is now living happily ever after in her new room, in her new home. Because here's the thing, I am now again with a live in landlord like I was the first time. And at least there are standards here. And she's an exceedingly laid back lady and very kind. She's already been kinder to me, and I was a stranger to her. So I have somebody who probably wants some treats. What you think, Towers? Meow. Meow. Treats for Tober. Let me get over here so people can see you better. Now you're going to just hide. Okay. Come on. Tobers. Tobers. Mhm. Sweet boy, this cat is. Tober Tobers, the baby Tobers, the baby Tobers. Yeah. So, you want a close up, baby? I bet you don't care. But everybody wants to see their boy. Yes, they do. Here he is. Happy baby. He's happier here, even with the presence of the dog. I think he was picking up on my anxiety. Such a good boy. Here, kitty, kitty. So, my brother, he came and got me, arrived about 9:40 or so with my son. And we had we made quick work of it. I'm not 100% sure what the breed is. It might just be a dog, for all I know, you know? But she's really sweet and docile. I mean, she just comes in and she just lays down on the carpet next to my desk while I'm working, and she's just quietly letting him get used to her. And he's actually getting to a point where he doesn't hiss every time she comes in. Kind of a medium dog. That's what I meant, Savvy Bear. I'm not sure about the breed, and it might just be a mutt, a dog. Tobers has stayed up on the bed a lot today. Hey, KK, how are you? Yeah, kind of like Tobers isn't any particular breed. He's just kitty. But yeah, that's been uh, that's been my weekend. I moved in, got everything set up. This house was also built in the 1950s, like my parents' house was. It's only about 5 minutes away from where I was. So I didn't go very far. I but I do like it here a whole lot better. Oh, I'm sure she'd let her. At some point. Maybe not this live stream. Maybe a few more days after he gets used to her more. Because in order for her to be seen, she'd have to come up to this rug over here, and it would be kind of encroaching on his space. She's mostly stayed over and kind of in front of the bed, and just kind of slowly letting him get used to her being around. The fact that he was willing to go get his lunch today and ignored her being there was good. One day when that woman was there, I had to pick him up and carry him to the kitchen to feed him his wet food. It was just, he didn't like her at all. Anyway, so I've just kind of been set up in my own stuff over the weekend. I haven't really been paying attention to any drama or anything like that. Not much anyway. Just, you're right, Savvy Bear. If a cat doesn't like somebody, that's definitely a sign, especially a cat as sweet and docile as Tober's. I mean, Tober's never once hissed at Chicky and Tonic. Aw, sweet boy. But yeah, I don't remember the last time I wrote a letter or anything. It's probably been 20 years. And it wasn't even for myself. But yeah, I had a roommate, and the first thing I did was warn her that if she would try to do it to me, she would have no hesitation about trying to do it to her. And so I told her what the law stated. So I've been looking around for some new Timu stuff that I am going to get for this room because I need some storage space. Need a dresser and nightstands. So Wednesday, I'm going to have another live stream where I will be showing. Am I going to be having another live stream Wednesday? I'm not sure. No. See, it is so cold here today. It was cold. It was 20 degrees this morning, and the wind chill factor was 5 degrees. And now Thursday, they're talking about, there being a really good chance of snow. So I'm probably not going to have a live stream Wednesday evening. I'm probably going to have to make an emergency grocery store run. Well, I kind of did that deliberately, Savvy Bear. I didn't move in the middle of the night. I moved first thing in the morning, and the woman had already told her that she was not a morning person. And indeed, the day I moved in, she was late to our appointment. And so, um, yeah, I figured I had a pretty good shot at her making it out with her out no, without her noticing if I did it in the morning. She told me she wasn't a morning person. I am, so too bad. And she gets by. She's been getting by with this because she she's used to dealing with the lower income bracket, and she's probably used to dealing with a lot of immigrants. Bitch probably houses illegals. And so she's used to being able to bully them and get her way. Covers, no, no. One of the things that I do have planned for later this month is a members only stream. And the members only stream will be based around the Google payout. And we'll get some more Timu stuff. Taco, I'm telling you, it has been such a relief to just be rid of her. I just, it was giving me anxiety. Had my acid reflux flaring up once again. And now I'm finally seeing, just kind of a light at the end of the tunnel. Once I realized what a money pit she was, that other woman, it was just, oh, that it was just never going to end with her. And then she just had to take it too far. But there are always people like that who will take advantage of those. I've actually eliminated a lot of my stress. I mean, going from an office to work from home eliminated the most of it. I mean, there's been some financial, but I mean, that was kind of an ongoing thing. Especially right now, Taco. Especially right now. But I'm seeing a little bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. I really am now. It's just I I feel pretty safe for the first time in a while. I This is an all female household, and the security here is very good. There's cameras on the property. There's a front door sensor. Um, there's also cameras in the back as well. And my own room has a fingerprint lock. So I like the fingerprint lock. That's convenient. Not having to jack with a code or anything like that. Of course, I do have, code and stuff as a backup. It's a neat it's a neat door handle. This room is about the size of my room in my parents' old house. This is bigger than the room I was in last week, and it's just a little bit more comfortable. Yeah, I do have a lot of peace of mind here. This is an all female household. Hey, hey, Savvy Bear. They both do. Oh, I didn't find out the best part until yesterday. See, I didn't know this when I moved in. I knew they smoked because I went out in the backyard and, you know, they had they had weed signs. They had 420. There was a sign on the fence in the backyard that says the Doobie Den, let's get lit, you know. So I knew that this wasn't going to be a problem. But what I didn't know until what I didn't know until yesterday is that they have a garden. So I'm going to learn some stuff about growing too. In fact, I've already been told by my live-in landlord. She said, "Don't buy anymore." She said, "I've got like 10 jars compacted full." She said, "And there's plants out in the garden." She said, "I haven't shown you the garden yet." So that's even more money to save. So ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's right, Beth Meadows, F and A. But yeah, I'm very comfy. This is actually a home and not just a house. Um, but I mean, the first place I was in with the married couple, I mean, I stayed to myself, and it was very clear that they had renovated a good portion of their home for renting out to tenants. So it wasn't really a home home. And then the second place, of course, it was just a boarding house, basically. Wasn't anybody's home. This place, this is a home. We actually interact with each other and eat together and talk, and they both made me feel so welcome. So I can't tell you how great it is right now, especially knowing what I have to go through this month. Anyway, what do we got? Then it had to get cold, and now it's talking about snowing on Thursday. Whatever snow is going to be very, very laughable to you people up in the north, I'm quite sure. But here's the deal, down here, it's always a big deal because we don't have the street equipment to cope with it. It doesn't pay for cities and counties to invest in the equipment to deal with the ice. It would be a huge expense for something we would deal with once, maybe twice in a season. Table salt. I thought it was rock salt that you're supposed to throw. But yeah. Oh, news now, zany. Somebody probably bought memberships. We have a couple of people that like to purchase, 5 memberships at a time for viewers. Calcium chloride. Look at the cat eye. Let's see. There he is. He can pose real good on this one at this angle. He's just like, hey, look at me. I'm so cute. Look at the cat. Wow. He says, um, that noise he made, that mournful yowl that he made when I put him in the cat carrier Saturday morning. Meow, this shit again. Meow. Gosh, I think I need to cover up. A little chilly. Yeah. This morning I was sitting here with a heating pad down at my feet and my sleeves and my heated throw. It's freaking cold. Oh my gosh. Hey, Golden. But, yep. Thanks for coming to hear me prattle today. Once I got through my material and content, I just kind of petered out. It sounded like so much at the time. Of course, you're here for the cat. It is the Tobers and Liz show. It's not the Liz and Tobers show. I know. Yeah, if you're subscribed to the channel, when somebody buys memberships, it'll just randomly give a person a membership. Like Silver has one. Well, I think I've kind of petered out. I mean, I was kind of hoping a couple of people would come up and chat with me for a little bit, but I don't really have much Temu content to go over just yet. I'm still waiting on my order, and that's a little delayed because I had to redirect everything that was being shipped to me because of the move. I still have that order coming very shortly. And then on Wednesday, I'll be ordering nightstands and a dresser via Temu. And I'll be doing that as well Wednesday. Not sure where Willet is. He might have been up late and is still asleep. I don't know. Anyway, hey, Tommy. Just dealing with this whole thing over the weekend. By the time Sunday rolled around, I would plan to go live yesterday afternoon, but after just that lightning fast move, see, at the time that I moved, at the time I decided to move, It was going to be another 5 days. It wasn't going to be on Saturday. It was going to be Wednesday. And um, but I made the decision real fast, and I started packing right away. Plus, y'all are right. I didn't want her to show up while I was moving out. I wanted to do it in the morning before she showed up, and I wanted to make quick work of it. Mostly because I couldn't trust myself to be civil to her. She might be one of those crazy physical types for all I know. I'm not. My weapons are words, and I know it. Key. Let's find key. Okay. I went to go get in the litter box, and I'm like, "What are you doing in there, kitty?" Tobers, Tobers, Tobers. Oh, I want to thank people for, I got a couple of relocation cost donations over the weekend. And so I want to thank both of you very much. They helped out. Because this house is older, the outlets only have two prongs. So I had to get some adapters. Plus, I needed to get some new strips to mount my curtain rod hooks because I use the command strips ones. Hey, Queen Ashley, how are you? Wait, wait, wait. Meow. God, he's just going to sit here all the time, right in the direct line of the camera. It's like, look at me. I'm a camera hand. Yeah, I'm doing all right, Queen Ashley. I appreciate it. This one, he just wants to show off to everybody. It's like, look at me. Oh, there was one little bobble this morning when when I was asleep. I woke up around 2:30 in the morning, absolutely freezing. The vent was closed off in here, and so there was no heat getting in here. Yep, yep. Look at him. He's a good boy. It was 20 degrees here this morning, Silver Diamond. When Chill had it feeling like it was 5. It sucked. You wish your cat liked me or liked you? LG says my cat's obsessed with me. I'll take it. Ninja Cat is an a-hole. See, everybody should have a sweet kitty. I highly recommend having one from birth, from the day that they're born, because then you have really a good shot at shaping their personality. I mean, you can just tell this one's never known anything but love and pampering. Oh, see, I was the first human to touch Tobers after he was born. It's kind of not playing fair, is it? Especially with me always around after that. I guess it was only natural that he would pick me. Yeah, we had her mother blues. We did. We had Tober's mother. So he was with his mother. But it wasn't long before he was leaving her to spend a lot of time with me. Hey, hey, boy. You want to do an early feeding time, huh? You want to do an early feeding time? Yeah. Tubbers is 13. He'll be 14 this year. Oh, okay, Tubbers. Meow. Sweet boy. Sweet boy. Come on, baby. He says, feed me, mommy. Feed me. Feed me, mommy. I'll be right back, people. Oh my gosh, what did you do? Are you all right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was just watching the drive. Yeah, I just didn't see. I didn't hear you come out. Like I didn't hear you walk past me. I went to the dryer, I guess, because I heard the sink. And I said,
I was feeding him. Yep. Anyway, there he is. He's eating his din. Hungry boy. Everybody's just watching him eat. Hey, BTC, what's up? Welcome, welcome. I'm a very content person today. You licking your plate, cat. Sorry, I'm not saying much of anything. Anyway, I think what we're probably going to do is another little close up with him, and then I'm going to call it because I just don't have much to talk about. I went over my stuff. I read the letter to you guys, and of course, it's here if you want to read it. If you want to listen to it, I just kitty cat. Hungry baby. You know, I had almost forgotten that dogs will eat almost anything that's not nailed down, including cat food. But I wanted y'all to have a final update about my move and the situation with the Scumlord Landlady. Slumlord, Scumlord, same thing. It's like, bitch was pulling some shady business with the light fixtures, even. Tubbers. See, he's all done. Now he's bathing. Tubbers. Tubbers. Come on, baby. Come on, boy. Come on, Tubbers. Well, they're going to just hide under the bed now. All right. Well, I guess that's a wrap, everybody. Yeah, I just don't have a whole lot to say. But I will be live later this week, maybe Thursday when we have our snow day. And I will I'll be showing you how I'm going to update this room for storage, because I do need some storage. And I'll be getting that very soon and showing you what kind of deals you can get on it on Temu versus Amazon. So I will see you guys later in the week, and thought I'd update you, and y'all have a really great evening. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Bye-bye.